Hello friends, Namaskar. Welcome to our new channel, our new class, and I hope you will like these classes. And if you like these classes, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel because it's mandatory. In the previous class, we have discussed about the various questions which have asked in the various state examinations, and in those examinations, all the questions are very necessary, and the repetitions of these questions are increasing day by day. That's why I'm saying that environment as well as the science are very crucial as well, you can say very important for these things. So everyone is live, please be live as I'm saying, because these things are very important. So as I have told you, this is in our today's class we'll discuss about the environment, and in these classes all the questions which have been asked in various examinations have been included, and it will provide you a complete study. It will provide you a complete study, and it will also revise your whole syllabus in a proper way. So I think we should start now. And anyone of, I think 6 to 7 people will be live over there, then please try to comment these answers in a proper way. Doesn't mean it could be right or wrong, doesn't mean, try to comment everything, every answer, because if you are a good student, doesn't mean if you are good, bad, average student, try to attend every question well, so it will be good for you. So uh, our first question is, biodiversity is described as, biodiversity is described as, options are the range of different species in an environment. Option B, the seasonal and delay changes in an environment. Option C, the way species different, this is a typing error, different, differ from one another. And option D, the influence of physical factors on an environment. So anyone of you who is live, try to attend these questions, try to attend these questions well. As I'm saying that these are very important. Why these are important? Because repetitions, because in environment as well as in science there are no new topics are discovered, so the repetition of these topics are a general thing. So try to revise these things. So come the topic. First thing is this: what is B. Drug. C. Of ecosystem. It's a simple question. Any one of you can attend this. Food, no. Food is a you can say food could be the element of a biodiverse system, but it is not essential. So that's wrong. Drug is also wrong. Industrial is also wrong. Yeah, it was asked in the UPPCS 2015. Means it's a important. Maintenance of ecosystem. Yeah, the most significant, the most significant the most significant aspects of ecosystem are maintenance of ecosystem. When we talk about the biodiversity, so maintenance of ecosystem is the most important thing, because when there will be proper maintenance of ecosystem, when there will be proper maintenance of ecosystem, then so that will be increase the power of biodiversity, or you can say that will be more variations, then there will be more variation, and that could be good for our environment. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, the destruction of biodiversity is due to, the destruction of biodiversity is due to, means we have to talk about the destruction of biodiversity is due to. Option A, the lack, that is option A, the lack of natural habitat of the organism. Option B, environmental pollution. Option C, destruction of forest. And option D, all of the above. It was asked in the UPPSC 2002. It's a simple question. Yeah, 6 to 7 people are there. Then try to attend these questions, please. Yeah. So the destruction of biodiversity, as I'm saying, that how biodiversity can be destructed, or how biodiversity can be destructed. So first thing, the lack of natural habitats of organism. Yeah, it's also important, because what is habitat? The term habitat is there. The term habitat indicates, the term habitat indicates the place, it indicates the place where organism is found, where organism is found, that is known as habitat. So when there will be destruction, or you can say when there will be lack of natural habitat, when there will be lack of natural habitat, so organism cannot grow properly. Means on that condition, all the living organism cannot grow properly. So due to this, the biodiversity will also be affected. Take an example. Suppose in our area, if we took some penguins, because penguins are mainly found in the Arctic area, or you can say cold region. If we took some, if we bring some penguins and took them in Lucknow or Allahabad or any city, so they cannot survive, because it is not their habitat. It is not their natural habitat, because their body is made up of for cold region. Their body is mainly made up of for cold region. So that environment can harm them. That is why I'm saying that when because the habitat of that penguin will be, because the habitat of that penguin is the Arctic region, or you can say the cold region, the snow region. So that is why they cannot survive. So due to this, we can say that every organism have its specific habitat according to its body structure, according to its gene. So when there will be lack of natural habitats, so diversity will be decreased. So diversity will be decreased. Well, next is the environmental pollution. Yeah, environmental pollution also affects, environmental pollution also affects the biodiversity, because when there will be environmental pollution, so it can harm, or you can say it will surely harm all the essential criteria for the biodiversity, or you can say for the growth and development of the organism. And you can say, so how come it's possible? Take an example. Because as you know that when we talk about pollution, so it has many types. Pollution can be of many types. That is the soil pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, nuclear pollution. Many pollutions are there. More than 10 categories of pollutions are there, but these are the main category. So suppose if there will be soil pollution, if there will be soil pollution, so when there will be soil pollution, so the habitat, so the living organism of that area cannot gain the exact nutrient, cannot find the, you can say, cannot get the exact nutrient for their development, for their growth and development. So we can say, easily that when there will be pollution, when there will be pollution, I mean environmental pollution, then so these can disrupt, the habitat, or you can say all the biodiversity. Because when there will be a good soil, so it will provide huge nutrition to the organism, it will provide huge nutrition to the all plants. And when there will be huge plant, huge number of biodiversity, so there will be more animals, more variations. So you can say that these pollution can harm the environment, and it can also harm the biodiversity. Means it is directly, you can say, it is directly attached to the biodiversity. When there will be more pollution, there will be less biodiversity. Take an example of lichen. Someone tell them lichen. That is all about the lichens. Lichens are known as, this question is very most important, because this question have been asked in UPPSC exam various times. So in lichens, what happened in lichens? Lichens are known as natural indicator. Why these are known as natural indicator of pollution, of mainly air pollution, And now we'll think, so why these are known as natural indicator of air pollution? Because lichens have the capability, or you can say they have the virtue, that if there will be a bad quality of air index, or you can say when there will be bad quality of air, so these lichens cannot survive. So we can say that the area is polluted. So you should remember that question, that lichens are known as the natural indicator of pollution. So option B is also correct, that if there will be environmental pollution, so these will leads, to the destruction of biodiversity. Now we'll move to the next question. Destruction of forest. Yeah, destruction of forest is also correct answer. Now we'll say how. Just take a look. Yeah. So when we talk about destruction of forest, because forests are most diverse area for plants, because in forest can be of two types, that is a natural forest and the artificial forest. We are talking about mainly forest, and means that could be artificial, or you can say natural. So in these forest, what happen? So these forests have the tendency, to attract rain. And when there will be huge rain, in that condition, all it will provide more, more good conditions, it will provide more good condition for organism, for more good condition for organism. So we can say, that the destruction of forest can also harm, the biodiversity. Because as we have discussed earlier, that in forest various types of organism are found, various algae, biophyta, animals. And in animals all the phylums are there. So if there will be good forest, or you can say there will be enough forest, so that will provide the enough biodiversity. Mainly all the most biodiverse hotspots are mainly the forest, or mainly rainforest are the most biodiverse area. So all the options are correct. So we can say our option is option D, because all of the above are correct. Now we will move to the next question. Our next question is, which of the following is not an example of in situ conservation strategy? Which of the following is not, means not, we have to focus on not, of an example of in situ conservation. So two things are there. There are mainly two type of conservation, that is in situ conservation and ex situ. That could be in situ and ex situ. First thing, what is conservation? The term conservation tells us about that how we can conserve the organism. In organism that could be plant or animal. Means in organism that could be plant or animal. So we have to talk about the how we can conserve all organism, because in forest all organisms are generally all organism can grow easily in a proper way. Just a minute. So in conservation, in forest all organism can grow easily, so we can say that in situ, in situ and ex situ, all the organism can grow easily, because they provides most, you can say more biodiversity area. So when we talk about in situ and ex situ, so the organism the organism which kept in their natural habitat, the organism which kept in their natural habitat, like forest, you can say biosphere reserve, biosphere reserves. So these are the in situ conservation, because because the living organism of because the living organism of that area have been kept in their natural habitat. So these are the in situ conservation. Whereas when we talk about the ex situ, so in ex situ conservation, the living organisms are conserved in their not in their natural habitat. Suppose that is the zoo garden. That garden can be you can say that garden can be uh, artificial garden. So what happened to them? You can say aquarium could be also the XC2 conservation, because this is in zoo, various types of organisms are found, various type of living animals are found, but that zoo is not the natural habitat, that zoo is not the natural habitat for these organisms. So we can say that these are ex-situ conservation. So I think that's clear to you that what is in situ conservation and what is ex-situ conservation. Now we'll move to our question. Which of the following is not an example of in situ? Means not an example of in situ means that could be the ex situ. That could be the ex situ. Option A, biosphere reserve. No, that is incorrect, because in biosphere reserve, as I told you, biosphere reserve. In biosphere reserves, all the organisms are kept in their natural habitat. So that is wrong. B, botanical garden. C, national park, and D, scared groves. So mainly the scared groves, botanical park and national parks is also not the correct answer, because in national park various organisms are there. In botanical gardens, botanical garden is the correct answer. Why it's correct answer? Because in botanical gardens organisms are kept. Organisms are kept at their ex situ conservation. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is the main reason for the decrease in the biodiversity. The main reason for the decrease in biodiversity means why the biodiversity is decreasing day by day, or you can say what is the main reason of decrease in the biodiversity. That question was asked in the UPPSC 2016. So option A, habitat pollution. Option B, introduction of exotic species. Option C, over exploitation. And option D, natural habitat destruction. So seven people are live there. Try to attend that question, that what will be the correct answer, please. So as I'm saying, the main reason for the decrease in biodiversity, what is the main reason for decrease in biodiversity? Our option are A, habitat pollution. Yeah, habitat pollution can also decrease the biodiversity. And now you will say, so how? Because if a living organism is generally found in a forest, means that forest can provide all the things to that organism. So if there its habitat will be destructed, or you can say suppose a specific plant is found in the jungle or in a forest, and you planted that plant in the in the Sahara region, or you can say in the Thar region, so its natural habitat have been destructed. So we can say if there will be habitat, that is known as habitat pollution. If there will be habitat pollution, so that will decrease the biodiversity. That will decrease the biodiversity. So option A is that option A can be correct. But what is the main reason? Means we have to choose the main reason. So now we'll move to the next option. Introduction of exotic species. Yeah, introduction of exotic species can also leads, because when there will be exotic species in a biodiversity, so that could decrease the biodiversity. So it could be the right answer. Yeah, it could be, but in a small extent. Option C, over over exploitation. Yeah, over exploitation is also over exploitation is also a over exploitation is also answer. Over exploitation is also answer, which can provide us a proper which can provides us a proper knowledge of these things. Because when there will be over exploitation, when there will be over exploitation, so in that condition, all the organism in that condition all the organism can also be found, can also be increased. All the organism can also be increased, but but they doesn't affect the biodiversity in a proper way. So that could not be the correct answer. But when we talk about the option D, natural habitat destruction, natural habitat destruction. So in natural habit, if there will be destruction of natural habitat, if there will be destruction of natural habitat, so that could totally destruct a biodiverse area. That will totally destruct a biodiverse area. So option D is the correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, which one of the following is the most important factors responsible for the decline of biodiversity? Again, same question is there, but only language is different. Which one of the following is the most important factor responsible for the decline of biodiversity? Means which of them will totally decline the biodiversity? Which of following will totally decline the biodiversity? Options are A, genetic assimilation. Option B, controlling assimilation. Option C, destruction of habitat. And option C, controlling pest. Means which of the following is the most important factor for the responsible decline of biodiversity? A, genetic assimilation. No, that is not the correct answer. Controlling assimilation, it is also not the correct answer. But option D is the correct answer, because destruction of habitat, when there will be destruction of habitat of any organism, so that will decrease the biodiversity. That will decrease the biodiversity, which is most important. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is again the same. The main reason for the decrease in biodiversity. Option A, habitat pollution. Option B, introduction of exotic species. Option C, over exploitation. And option D, habitat destruction. So habitat destruction, because when there will be habitat destruction of any organism, so that will leads to the decrease in biodiversity. That will leads to the decrease in biodiversity. So now we'll move to the next question. Biodiversity has maximum danger from, as we have discussed, but biodiversity has various destruction, or you can say the maximum destruction. So now you can say what is the main reason behind it. Option A, destruction of natural habitats and vegetation. Option B, improper agriculture practices operations. Option C, climate change. And option D, water pollution. That question was asked in the UPPSC 2017. Biodiversity has the maximum danger. Why the biodiversity has maximum danger? Our options are A, destruction of natural habitats and vegetation. It could be the correct answer, because when there will be destruction of natural habitat, when there will be destruction of natural habitat, so all the organism which are found, so all the organism which are found in those area cannot survive. Means those organisms cannot survive. So we can say that when there will be destruction of natural habitats, when there will be destruction of natural habitats or vegetation, so that could also harm the environment, or you can say the biodiversity. And all these have the some functions, but it has the main functions. Now we'll move to the next question. Government of India in collaboration with the Norwegian government has established a Center of Biodiversity Policy and Law at Dehradun, at Chennai, at Shillong, at New Delhi. So correct answer is at Dehradun. Now we'll move to the next question. When the World Biodiversity is observed? A. March 22nd, B. May 22nd, C. June 23rd, and D. April 6th. So the correct answer is May 22nd, or you can say 22nd May is the correct answer. On that day, World Biodiversity is celebrated, or you can say World Biodiversity Day is observed. Now we'll move to the next question. Which of the following can be threats to the biodiversity of a geographical area? Which of the following? Which of the following can be threats to the biodiversity of geographical area? A. Global warming. B. Fragmentation of habitats. C. Invasion of alien species. And D. Promotion of vegetarianism. Okay? So, which of the following can be threats to the biodiversity of a geographical area? When we talk about the biodiversity of a specific area, so which could harm them? Okay? A. Global warming, yeah, because when there will be global warming, so the habitat of organism will be affected. So the habitat of organism will be affected. So that is the correct answer. Option B, fragmentation of habitat. Yeah, when there will be fragmentation of habitats, when there will be, you can say, when there will be destruction of habitats, so it could also leads to the decrease in biodiversity. So it is also right. Next, invasion of alien species. Yeah, not the alien species, and promotion of vegetation. So only option 1 and 2. But invasion of alien species. So invasion of alien species cannot follows the can be threats to biodiversity of the geographical area. And option D, promotion of vegetarianism. Yeah, promotion of vegetarianism is not the correct answer, because if there will be more vegetation, when there will be more vegetarian, so it will not harm the whole family, or you can say whole biodiversity area. So that could not be the correct answer. Option 3, invasion of alien species, that could also be the correct answer, because when there will be new species, when there will be a new species in a habitat, or in a habitual in an habitat, or in an area, so that will also affect the biodiversity, or you can say that will decrease the biodiversity. Well, now we'll move to the next question. So option A, option 1 2 3 is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Which of the following can be traced to the biodiversity of a region? Yeah, again same type of question, but it was asked in the RAS, Rajasthan Administrative Services. So it is also important. Which of the following can be threats to the biodiversity of a region? A. Global warming. Yeah, as I told you in the previous question, that global warming is also important tool, or you can say global warming is also a very big challenge. Global warming has also big challenge for the biodiversity. When there will be global warming, so habitat of organism will be destructed, so that will harm the organism, that will harm the development of organism. So global warming is the correct answer. Option C, fragmentation of habitats. Yeah, when there will be fragmentation, or you can say there will be destruction of habitats, so that will also decrease uh, that will also increase the biodiversity, because when there will be more destruction, when there will be more destruction or fragmentation of habitats, so organism cannot grow in a proper way. So it can also be the correct answer. Option C, invasion of alien species. Yeah, it's also. And promotion of vegetation. Yeah, option 1 2 3. Option 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, so option 2 3 4. So when we talk about these questions, so option 1 2 and 3, yeah, this is the correct answer. Option 1 2 3 is the correct answer. Okay? Well, now we'll move to the next question. Which one of the following strongly threatens biodiversity? Which one of the following strongly threatens biodiversity? A. Fragile ecosystem such as mangroves and wetlands. It is incorrect because threatened biodiversity. No, it is incorrect because fragile ecosystem and mangroves and wetlands. It could be the right answer. Option B. Uh, Inaccessible habitats in the Himalayas. Option C. Destruction of natural habitats and vegetation and zoom cultivation. And option C. Creation of biosphere reserve. So, uh, coming to the every option. So, option D. Creation of biosphere reserve. If we create the biosphere reserve, so it will increase the biodiversity. It will increase the biodiversity, and it is talking about the threatens, so that option is incorrect. Now option C, destruction of natural habitats and vegetation and zoom cultivation, it will be the right answer, because if there will be destruction of natural habitat, when there will be destruction of natural habitats, so it will also affect the biodiversity. Why it will affect the biodiversity? Because because when there will be not suitable condition for any organism, so it cannot grow in a proper way, so that will also disturb the that thing. Next is the inaccessible habitats of the Himalayas. It is also wrong answer, because Himalayas are good habitat for various organisms, so it's a good biodiversity. Fragile ecosystems such as mangroves and wetlands, no, it is also incorrect answer, because in the fragile ecosystem such as mangrove and wetlands, these provides more nutrient to organism. So we can say that they will increase the biodiversity, they will not threaten the biodiversity. So only option, yeah, only option C is correct, because destruction of natural habitats and vegetation and zoom cultivation will decrease the biodiversity. Well, we have talked about the destruction of natural habitats, everything, but vegetation, when there will be less vegetation, so it will provide less shelter, less nutrient to organism, so it is also important. Zoom cultivation is known as, in Hindi it is known as zoom kheti. Mainly zoom cultivation is found in the, you can say, northeastern state, or you can say in seven sister states. In India, it is found in the seven sister states. What happened in zoom cultivation? In zoom cultivation, the farmers, mainly farmers are people, mainly they caught fire to that area. Firstly, they will destruct the whole jungles, or you can say whole vegetation. Then they caught fire, or you can they caught fire to that area, and after that they will start cultivating various plants, or you can say crops over there. And when the nutrient value, or you can say nutritive value of those plants will be decreases after 1 or 2 or 3 years, so they will again change that place for the agriculture, and they'll move to the next area. So that type of cultivation is known as zoom cultivation. So zoom cultivation will also decrease. Zoom cultivation will also decrease. Zoom cultivation will also decrease the, yeah, zoom cultivation will also decrease the biodiversity. So our option C is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is the hotspot of biodiversity in India are. First thing is there, that what is hotspot? Hotspot are the area where the intensity of anything is found in a proper way, or you can say in a huge way. So that is known as hotspots. So when we talk about the biodiverse hotspots, so in India mainly four regions are there which are more biodiverse hotspot areas. So option A, Western Himalayas and Eastern Ghats. The hotspots of biodiversity in India are Western Himalayas and Eastern Ghats. Okay. Option B, Western Himalayas and Sundarban. Option C, Eastern Himalayas and Western Ghats. And option D, Eastern Himalayas and Silent Valley. So that is the Eastern Himalayas and Western Ghats. Okay. Option C, Eastern Himalayas and Western Ghats, like the areas near the Kerala. Eastern Eastern Himalayas and Western Ghats are the correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, which of the following is considered a hotspot of biodiversity in India? Means, which of the following is the hotspot of biodiversity in India? Our option is A. Yeah, that is option A. Aravalli Hills. Yeah, it is wrong because in Aravalli Hills there is not a huge biodiversity there. B. Indo Gangetic Plains. It is also wrong. Option C, Eastern Ghats, and option B, Western Ghats. As we discussed earlier, that Western Ghats are the correct answer because in Western Ghats, most biodiverse areas are there. So that will be the correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Consider the following statements. Means which have we have to consider the following statements. A, biodiversity hotspots are located only in the tropical region. I don't know about the correct answer. Option B, India has four biodiverse hotspots, that is Eastern Himalayas, Western Himalayas, Western Ghats, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That is wrong. That is totally wrong because in areas, the four most diverse areas are Eastern Himalayas, then Sudaland, then Western Ghats, and then Andaman Nicobar. So because that is the Western Himalayas, so that is wrong. Option B is correct. Incorrect. Biodiversity hotspots are located only in tropical region. Yeah, it was asked in the IS 2010. That's why it's very tricky question. It is also wrong. Why it is wrong? Because biodiversity, when we talk about the Indian map, that is the equator. It is the equator, which is 0 degree. Equator is 0 degree, and that is north and that is south. When we move to the 23.5 degree in northern area, or you can say when we move 23.5 degree in southern area, so these areas are more have more biodiversity. Now you will say, so why these areas have more biodiversity? Because these areas have more clear sunlight. These areas have more clear sunlight. Yeah, more clear sunlight, so there will be huge rain, and when there will be huge rain, then there will be huge vegetation, huge good conditions to grow more. That is why the organism will grow more in that condition. Means that is the most biodiverse area. But on the other hand, tropical regions, that is not only located is wrong because biodiversity can found in various areas, so that is wrong. So now you can understand it that properly. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, which of the following is a biodiversity saturated area in India? Means which have the most biodiverse area? A, Eastern Ghats, B, Western Ghats, C, Thar Desert, and D, the Bay of Bengal. So the correct answer is Western Ghats. In Western Ghats are the most biodiverse areas. Western Ghats are most biodiverse areas of India, which is the correct answer. Now we will move to the next question. Now we'll move to the next question. Again, try to attend this question. Yeah, it's a simple question. That's why I'm leaving on you. Yeah, please try to attend this question. These are very simple. 4 to 5 people are there which are live. It's my humble request to you. Please attend these questions in a proper way, because when you will attend these questions, so it will also increase your knowledge too. Yeah, everyone, 6 to 7 people are there. Try to attend this question. Yeah, it's mandatory. Try to attend these questions. Yeah, because when you will attend these questions, so that will increase your knowledge too. That will increase your knowledge too. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, with reference to biodiversity, which of the following region in India is regarded as hotspots? Again, are talking about the hotspots. A, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. B, Gangetic Plains. C, Central India. And D, none of the above. So all of these are wrong. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are correct answer because these are the more biodiversity area. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, which one of the following areas in India is the hotspots of biodiversity? A. Gangetic Plains, B. Sundarbans, C. Western Ghats, and D. Eastern Ghats. So Western Ghats are the correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is there, the most biodiverse rich area in India. As we are talking, that question have been asked in various times in examinations, but only language is different. So Gangetic Plains, that is wrong. Trans Himalayas, that is also wrong. Central is also wrong. So the correct answer is Western Ghats because in Western Ghats, most biodiverse area is found. Now we'll move to the next question. Which of the following has been identifies as the biodiversity hotspot in India? A. Sundarban, Western Ghats, B. Manas, C. Chirapunji. So Western Ghats are the correct answer, which are more biodiverse area. Now we'll move to the next question. Biodiversity hotspot in India are A. Eastern Ghats, B. Western Ghats, C. Eastern Himalayas, and B. Western Himalayas. So uh, Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, and Eastern Himalayas means only 213, 213, 213. Yeah, option B is correct. Option B is correct because these are the more biodiverse area. Now we'll move to the next question. Which of the following is considered hotspot of biodiversity? A. Gangetic Plains, B. Eastern Himalayas, C. Gujarat, and C. Central Asia, Central India. As I told in the previous question, that Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats and Eastern Himalayas are the most biodiverse area. Now we'll move to the next question. Which one of the following is not a biodiversity hotspot? Not a biodiversity hotspot of India. A. Himalayas, B. Vindhyas, C. Northeastern India, and D. Western Ghats. So Vindhyas means the areas near the Vindhyachal is not a biodiversity hotspot. So friends, I hope you have liked these videos, and if you like these videos, then please send back to your family members, to your friends, to your colleagues, because when you will follow these when you will follow these pages, these questions, so that will also improve our confidence level to make more and more videos. So please stay tuned on Vidya Creators or our channel to learn more, because when we learn more, then we will earn more. That's enough for today. Have a nice day.